Hello and welcome to the Creative Woman Cafe, a place where your creativity flows. Now, if you saw last week's video, you'll know that this is a painting that I did really just as a way to remind myself to tap into the abundance that is around all of us all the time. And the amazing thing about this painting is not 48 hours after I started it, I had rented this house that I'm standing in right now. This is my dream house, but it doesn't work for me to live in it right now. So I really wanted to rent it to people who would take fantastic care of it, because it's not a rental house. This is where I plan to live eventually. And I've been looking and looking, and there's been some great people, but just not the perfect people. And 48 hours after I started this painting, the perfect people showed up and they rented it. So it was just a magical experience, and this painting was the catalyst that I think drew them to me. Now, the thing about that is, you would think after having had numerous experiences now with creating my reality through paintings, or creating the life I want to live using my paintings as the catalyst, that I would just continue to do that. But it's not that way, I'm sad to say. I have this great big list here of things I would like to do before the new tenants move in. And a couple nights ago, I was so freaked out about not getting the things done on this list that I didn't even hardly sleep. I was just completely eaten up by stress. So it's weird to me how on one hand I can be so aware that I can create or co-create my own reality, and on the other hand I just drop into fear, and fear that I'm not going to get it all done, and stress and all of that. So the goal that I'm going to try to work towards is, whenever fear starts to creep in, I'm going to remind myself, at least I hope I am, that we actually can co-create our own reality. Now, what else did I want to say about that? Okay, so just even in that example, with all the work I have to get done here, or I would like to get done before they move in, what was happening to me is, instead of getting anything on my list done, there were all these other things creeping in that had to be dealt with. I have cattle on the land here, and there's a pump that pumps water from one side of the road to the other, and that pump stopped working. So it's not like I could say, okay, well, I'm just going to work on my list, I'll deal with that, in a week or a month. It had to be done because they had to have water. So I went 2 or 3 days that I was planning. I'd set aside the whole day to come up here and work on my list, and those 2 or 3 days I didn't get to get anything done. So it was like I was really tapping into this side again, where everything's difficult and hard and tons of work and stressful, instead of just tapping into the abundance and letting things flow. So I hope that you're trying this in your own life too, that you're using your own paintings or your own artwork to co-create your reality. So join us in the Creative Woman Cafe, where we explore the holy grail of creativity and learn to direct our creative flow more productively.